So don't be alarmed. I know that when I normally do tutorials, I give you guys like the completed real glamorous snippet in the beginning of the video, but I was like, bump it. This video is definitely spur of the moment. I know you guys are always asking me for tutorials and I don't feel like those are my strong points, so I don't put out as many as you guys would like me to. But I was in the process of finishing up this eye look, which you guys can see I have one eye done. This is my go-to fall look. You guys know that I love fall, and as much as everybody out there loves summer, get over it, okay? It's over. It's time for fall. Now this is definitely like my go-to fall look. It's a no-fail look. It's really simple. I wanted to bring you guys something that the average person like myself could recreate. Now I am using majority of the shadows from my Anastasia Shadow Couture palette, and I know this was a limited edition palette, but the good thing about this look is that all the shades that I'm using are pretty much shades that I guarantee you have within your collection. I'm going to be focusing more on the warmer shades of the palette, and like I said, these are shades that you have. Trust me, you will be able to recreate this look. It's really simple. It's not hard at all, but I feel like the outcome is always glamorous. So yeah, let's get started. So first things first, I've already primed my eye and I used my Bobbi Brown Dark Peach Corrector. This is what it looks like. And y'all can see I'm hitting pan, right? Like whoop, whoop, whoop. It's such a great feeling when you hit pan on something. But I primed my eye with this, and then I went ahead and set it with my Urban Decay single eyeshadow in Riff. So now going in with the Anastasia palette, I'm taking the shade Morocco, which is this shade right here. It's just a really nice warm shade, and then I'm just taking my Morphe G24 brush. I'm going to go ahead and just blend that color all in the crease. So this is definitely like one of my favorite palettes from Anastasia. I think I have all of the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, and I think there was one that I didn't get, or I got it and I didn't really care for it, so I took it back. But I have pretty much all of them, and I love her palettes. I feel like you always get some really great colors, and she doesn't charge a lot of money for the shades that you're getting compared to like some Urban Decay palettes, the Tarte palettes, Too Faced palettes, and things of that sort. But this one hands down has to be my favorite eyeshadow palette. So now I'm going to take one of the Maybelline color tattoos. This is one of the leather color tattoos. That's what it looks like. I don't know the name of it because the sticker has rubbed off the back, but it's just like a rich chocolatey brown shade. If you don't have this color tattoo, or for whatever reason you can't find it, this e.l.f. pencil, their jumbo pencil, is pretty much the exact same color. This is my favorite e.l.f. pencil. This one is in Turkish coffee, and again, it's just like one of the roll-up jumbo pencils. So in case you don't have this color tattoo, you can't find it, this is a great dupe for it. I'm just taking some of the color tattoo on my finger, and I'm going to apply that to my lid, and it's going to serve as a base for my lid shade. But it's basically just to make sure that the next colors I apply just really pop. So going back into the Anastasia palette, I'm now going to take this shade right here, which is Fudge. This is just a deep brown shade. Again, I know you got this shade somewhere within your collection. And I'm going to take this brush, it's a Rite Aid brand brush, it's just like a flat eye brush. And now I'm basically just going to pack Fudge on top of the color tattoo. So like I said, it's just applying that base shade really makes this color stand out a lot more. So now I'm just going to take that same brush that I used to apply the original shade, which was Morocco. I'm not applying no additional powder. I'm just going to blend those two colors together. So now going back into the Anastasia palette, I'm going to take Noir, which is this matte black. Y'all know, if you're familiar with my channel, I love when palettes have matte blacks in them. A palette is not complete unless it has a black in it. But I'm going to take this e.l.f. blending brush, and here is what it looks like. I love this, but I love this for applying my outer V shades. It's not like as fluffy as a regular blending brush, but to me it just works really well for the outer V purpose. So I'm going to take that, and then I'm just going to apply that color in the outer V, and I'm just making sure to concentrate it only in the outer V. So I don't want it to go too high because I am still going to blend everything together. So now I'm just going to take a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. And again, making sure that everything sort of blends together and flows, because that's the key to this look. You just want to make sure that everything is blended. You don't want any harsh lines, or really that's the key to any look. Blending. That's what you hear everybody say in like tutorials. Blend for your life, girl. Blending is key. Blend, blend, blend. So this look is definitely no different. So next up, I'm going to take one of my favorite eyeshadows from ColourPop. This is in Nillionaire. This is like the prettiest glittery but not overly glittery gold. If you are a person that kind of like struggles with applying pigments and glitters and things like that, but you still want to sometimes do that pop on your eye, I think you would love this. It is still available on their website. I love this eyeshadow. And again, this is Nillionaire. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this and apply it onto my lid, but I'm not gonna apply it on like my whole lid. I'm sort of keeping it in the center and then blending it out a little bit towards the outer crease area. So I'm just going to apply it just like that, but I'm making sure to keep it on the lid, like on the mobile lid area. So now I'm going to go back into the palette, and I'm taking the shade right here, which is Metallic. This is just like a really pretty gold, but it's kind of a little bit much on its own, which is why I like layering the two colors. So I'm just going to take this flat brush, and then I'm just going to apply Metallic on top of the ColourPop shadow. And I just feel like the two combined just create the perfect gold. And then I'm going to go back in with that clean blending brush, and again just kind of blend everything together. So now for my wing, I'm taking this L'Oreal Voluminous Liner Noir. I showed you guys this in my last What's New at the Drugstore video. I'm really liking this eyeliner so far. It's a gel liner, and to me, it works really well when I'm trying to do a wing. So I'm gonna go ahead now and just do my wing. When I was doing this one, I made it a little thicker than how I wanted it to, but I like how it came out. So now the struggle is trying to see if I could do the same thing with this eye. So real. The struggle is so real. So I applied my lashes on off camera. So here is how the look comes out with the lashes. And as you can see, I have these tribal marks all over my face. The foundation that I'm using, no, these are not the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation sticks. These are the Bobbi Brown stick foundations. I've had these for quite a while, and everyone talking about the Anastasia foundation sticks made me pull these out. Now I have two shades. I have 6.5 and 7.5, which is what I have all over my face. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm not in a rush to jump onto the Anastasia Beverly Hills like foundation stick bandwagon, because I didn't see one shade that kind of matched me. And I feel like I would have to do the same thing that I'm doing with my Bobbi Brown foundation sticks, and that is mix two shades. And I just don't want to have to go through that hassle right now at the moment. So I'm just going to continue to use these. And like I said, I love them. The coverage is not necessarily like a full coverage, so if you are a full coverage guy or girl, you are probably not going to too much care for the stick foundation. And even the Anastasia one, when I've seen like people do reviews on it and everything, I don't feel like it gives you a full coverage, but I think it builds up to a really nice medium coverage, or you could just apply it for a light coverage. But y'all know I'm not someone who likes a full coverage on like a regular basis anyway, so that doesn't really bother me too much. But again, I'm just not trying to go through the thing of having to mix two of them together when I already have to do that with the ones I have. So for now, I think I'm gonna pass, but I do know that she's coming out with like some more shades. So I'll probably just wait until I see something that I feel would match me perfectly without having to mix it. So for my setting powder, I'm applying my by Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powder. I've showed this to you guys before. I've raved about it here on my channel before. I really like it. And I think it just sets beautifully underneath the eye. Now, I'm not baking per se. I'm kind of just like pressing it underneath my eye. Not really like a big fan of baking. I feel like I overbake without trying to overbake. Whenever I try to call myself baking, it just always looks too highlighted. So I'm like, bump it. I'm just never going to be a part of the baking bandwagon. I'm just going to continue to do what actually works. And that's kind of, again, just taking the powder and pressing it underneath my eye and then sort of like sweeping it away. And that is what I find works for me. Just in case you guys are unfamiliar again with what I'm talking about, it's the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powder. And I know you're like, that's a white powder, but trust me, I've seen this powder work on like every skin tone. Like, it just works. And then for contouring, I'm taking this black Radiance. I want to say this is a concealer stick. I think this is one of their concealer sticks. I don't think it's a foundation stick. I think this is a concealer stick. I've had this for a while, but I'm just going to take that and apply it for my contour. And then I'm just going to put just a little bit over here on my forehead, my 4.5 head, to kind of slim it down. And I know a lot of people say you shouldn't bring your contour down to like your mouth area, but for my face shape, and because I have such prominent cheekbones like already, like, you know what I mean? I feel like for my face shape, it's best if I bring it down further than how some people would like to. It's just what works for me, basically. And again, I'm just going to blend that out around my temple. So now what I'm going to do is take my ColourPop highlighter. This one is in the shade Candyman. And I like to use the ColourPop highlighters as a base for my powder highlighter. So I'm basically just going to take some on my finger. And then I'm going to just apply it where I'm going to apply my powder highlighter. But basically just taking my finger and sort of blending it out. So now I'm going to take my blush, and I'm going to take the blush I've been like rocking with pretty much all of September. And that's my MAC Ripe for Love blush. And I'm going to take this Japanese, however you pronounce it, brush, which is like the NARS dupe brush. And I'm just going to pop that in there, and I'm going to apply this on my cheeks. And then before I move on with the powder highlighter and like doing my lips, I like to just take my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water and spray it all over my face. You don't need all that, y'all. I was just being extra. So now for the actual highlighter, I'm using my Anastasia Glow Kit in Sundipped. I've been loving this. I'm going to use the two shades in here, Bronzed, which is this one right here, and then Moonstone, which is this one. And I'm going to just mix those two together. And I'm going to take my Anastasia A23 brush. And that is what I'm going to apply for my powder highlight. And then now for lips, I've already lined my lips in ColourPop's Kae Lipliner. Y'all have heard me talk about it before. I love that lip liner. But then I'm going to use this ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in Weho. I recently picked this up and I have to say, although I'm not like a gloss person, I love this. And I think it just gives you like a really nice sort of nudie brown type of lip color.
This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her.